Lyndon B. Johnson didn't pass civil rights laws because America suddenly grew a conscience. He did it because the country was on the brink. The streets were on fire, and the pressure became impossible to ignore. That's the part they don't like to say. So let's clear this up immediately. Lyndon B. Johnson was a racist. He used slurs, he courted segregationists. He knew exactly how white supremacy worked because he grew up inside it. This wasn't some secret, it wasn't a phase. He never fully shed the worldview he came from, even as he dismantled parts of the system. So if you're waiting for a story where he becomes morally pure, that story doesn't exist. LBJ passed the Civil Rights Act. He passed the Voting Rights Act, the Fair Housing Act, Medicare, Medicaid, massive anti-poverty programs. Not by being kind, not by asking nicely, but by strong-arming Congress. He threatened careers, he humiliated lawmakers. He made it politically unbearable to say no. Now here's the truth that people don't want to sit with. Those laws didn't pass because politicians were persuaded. They passed because Black people were in the streets, because dogs were on TV and kids were being bitten, because cities were burning, because the country looked unstable. LBJ didn't lead the movement cornered him. When Southern lawmakers warned him, we're going to lose white voters forever, LBJ didn't deny it. He openly acknowledged that Democrats would lose the South because he understood something very basic. Sometimes power has to choose between justice and comfort. And this time, for once, justice won. That doesn't make him virtuous, that makes him strategic. That same man who expanded civil rights also escalated Vietnam, lied about it, sent poor kids, Black kids, brown kids to die, destroyed public trust, and the war on poverty, it was left exposed. Easy to dismantle, easy to demonize, easy to blame on the people that it helped. Progress without protection is just temporary relief. We're still dealing with that fallout. Some people don't know how to talk about LBJ because he ruins the fairy tale. He proves that change doesn't come from purity. Justice doesn't require moral perfection. And progress often comes from deeply compromised people under unbearable pressure. That makes everyone uncomfortable, especially people that want clean heroes and clean villains. So here's the ugly, grown truth. Lyndon B. Johnson didn't love Black people. He didn't fix racism. He didn't save America. But he used power, real power, to crack systems that were never going to crack themselves. And if that bothers you, good. Because it forces you to reckon with how change really happens in this country. Not through goodwill, not through vibes, but through pressure, disruption, and people who are willing to be hated for what they push through. And America hates remembering that, because all it means is that waiting politely was never the plan.